I hope suffering happens to you. That was something that Jensen said to a bunch of graduating students during a speech. And in today's episode of Anti Brain Rot, where I teach you something new that I've learned, read, or listened to, we are going to talk about Jensen Huang, the CEO of NVIDIA's work ethic. All this comes from the founders episode that I just took notes on. Number one, if you are a leader, you should be spending a lot of your time teaching. He said the best leaders are the best teachers. True. Two, believe in constant reinvention. Innovation should be viewed as a necessity. It's not an option. And when you become successful, you see this with a lot of the biggest companies. Blockbuster, for example, didn't think Netflix would come along. If you are not paranoid by what's on the other side or what's just around the corner as a person, as an organization, as an empire from the 1800s, you're cooked. Success breeds complacency, and complacency breeds failure. Only the paranoid survive. And how paranoid was Jensen? This man would literally walk into every one of his team meetings and say, "We are 30 days away from going out of business." At the time, NVIDIA was 600 times smaller than Intel in terms of revenue. And he would literally say, "We need to kill them before we go out of business." He was putting himself on the same playing field as a company with 600 times more revenue than his. Delulu is the Solulu. He does not believe in the philosophy of criticize privately, praise publicly. He believes praise publicly and criticize publicly. This quote is from The Score Takes Care of Itself, which is a book on leadership, but Jensen applies it. He said, champions act like champions before they're champions. Another thing he says is swarm the greatest opportunity that you have. Last thing I want to leave you with this, which is, I think, one of my favorite things I've heard is it's a combination of two speeches that he gave. I hope you see setbacks as opportunity. Pain and suffering strengthens character. Of all the things I value, the ability to go through pain and suffering and see the opportunity I consider to be my superpowers, and I hope they're yours. One of the greatest advantages is that I have low expectations. People with high expectations have low resilience, and resilience matters in success. I don't know how to teach it to you, except I hope suffering happens to you. So yeah, I hope suffering happens to everyone. Hope you learned something.